Hello and welcome to the Death Battle Cast, the show where we're about to argue one of the dumbest ideas, or maybe one of the
Or
greatest
one of the
ideas
greatest.
that we've ever had. Hey, I'm Ben. I'm the voice of Wiz in Death Battle. I've been doing this shit for way too long, along with Chad, the voice of Boomstick. What's up,
Yeah.
Chad?
Okay, great. Hey, everybody. What's up? Good to see you.
Yep, with
I am beyond excited for this.
Well, you got to research the fun character.
I sure did.
No, we'll
And
see how this is gonna go.
I found some stuff. It's wild.
But we're also joined by two others. Of course, we've got Aaron, producer of the show. Aaron,
Hello. It's me.
welcome. You're back.
I am.
It's time for a crazy death battle cast with special guest of the show. I believe first time ever coming on a death battle cast. It's Blizz.
What's up, gamers? How you doing? I'm Blizz. I'm excited to be here, and this is gonna be so interesting. So interesting, and I'm so prepared.
Blizz,
Yeah.
real quick, shill for yourself on like what you do at the company, what you do in your free time.
Yeah, so I am a content creator on Twitch. That's how I started. I was a Stardew Valley main. Now I do a lot of variety content. And Breath of the Wild is the worst game ever. Just kidding. It's a great game. That was a hot take. I'm also a host.
Not
for
a good
Inside.
timing for that.
It's been a whole inside joke. It's
Yeah.
I am a host for Inside Gaming as well. So you've probably seen me reporting some news on gaming or leaks or anything like that. And I don't know what else I do. I'm a producer for Rooster Teeth as a whole. So
yeah. Y'all go
Do stuff.
Go watch.
Yeah.
I'm everywhere.
Go watch Blizz on Twitch. It is a very fun experience, and he has a very unique community.
Very unique.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. No, you guys will have a lot of fun there, I'm sure.
Yeah. So anyway, we were
Yeah,
we
go
had
ahead.
a shoot that I can't tell you about because it's for the Rooster Teeth 20th anniversary programming and it hasn't been announced because it's a secret.
Even though
well,
you just announced it.
well, they don't know what it is. That's
Well,
what I'm saying.
what?
Anyway,
Well, yeah. It's still secret, right?
yeah. So yeah. We can't say it. Don't say.
Now it's just a secret that people know about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The contents of the secret, that's still a mystery.
Yeah. So we're hanging out getting lunch and then Blizz and Kai are chatting and then I just hear a little. Sure would be great if someone would invite me on the Death Battle cast. So I
Oh
was
my
just
god.
like,
No, Chad, I've been trying to get on Death Battle for probably like 2 months now.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes.
always welcome.
I told Kai because Kai was like, "Oh yeah, I went on Death Battle." I was like, "God, that'd be so cool to do that." I'm like, "Yeah, just like hook me up, see what's going on." I
So
can think
that's
of
hilarious. So you
multiple
had
things.
asked her to put that out that long ago, and it was not until we were all in person that.
Oh no.
I was just like
Well.
waiting.
That's funny.
For the perfect
Because, like,
opportunity.
immediately I was like, "Oh, dude, you want to come on? Hell yeah! What do you want to do? What do you want to talk about?" And then he was like, "Oh yeah, no, like, I know a lot about retro games and stuff." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then he's just like, "Have you guys done Barbie?" And I was just like, "No." But that is you hit my absolute favorite thing about Death Battle, and that is taking a character into a fight that was never meant to be analyzed really for like a fight. And it like the shit that you find that writers have done is always just like just mind-blowingly fun journey. So
Mhm.
I was like, hell yeah.
Excited.
And then you were mentioning about how she's a very because first we're just talking about like her careers and how she had
She has
everything.
multiple careers. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's basically Mario in my mind because Mario is professional in like 11 different things. Has
Yeah.
11 different occupations. So I'm just like Barbie. I'm pretty sure has more.
She
So.
has over 150, but we'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Yeah. Ironically, Chad, who is renowned as the Street Fighter guy amongst the Death Battle crew, did not research Ryu. He picked Barbie.
I did. At first
So-
I was gonna do Ryu, but then I was like, we've talked about Ryu forever, and I was like, Barbie will be fun. Like I was saying. Also, shout out to Spees for the 10 gifted memberships and Kingerex for the 5. Y'all are kicking us off already. We barely even started. We're staying high.
That is actually an excellent transition for something I do want to talk about real quick. The new season of Death Battle starting out later this month, right? May 21st, early access, May 22nd for public access. There is going to be something else happening around that time. We are going to be introducing some new membership tiers to the Death Battle YouTube membership program, new champion tiers, which is very exciting. I'm very excited to talk about it. We will talk about it more in detail later on the show because I think everybody just really wants to get into the Barbie Ryu discussion. But there's some really cool stuff coming down the line for champions. So everybody here in chat with these amazing badges going up, I love seeing you all here. Thank you for supporting us. We've got some new stuff coming up for you later on this month. Okay, so for those of you unaware, here's how this is going to work. I am going to be representing Ryu from Street Fighter. Chad is going to be representing Barbie from Barbie. We are going to argue which of these characters will kill each other in a mortal fight to the death. Naturally. It's our job to convince the jury that our respective character would win, and the jury consists of 3 seats. That will be Blizz, Aaron, and you all watching right now. There will be a pull up on the chat later on in the show for you to vote and let us know who you think should win. Okay, 60 seconds on the clock. I'll go ahead and start. I feel like I should.
Yeah, there you go. Grumpo's starting out with gifting 10 memberships.
Thank you, God. There's so many. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Also, Aaron, I'm gonna need you to be watching that because, like, I'm normally on it like a hawk, but I'm about to be debating, and I might miss some.
Yeah.
And I don't want to miss things like
on.
Kage gifting 50. You
God.
insane person, Kage.
Okay.
Kage. What are you doing, Kage? I appreciate it, though.
He
Thank
and
you so
Gelatin
much for
Man
the
have been in
support.
like a war.
Thank you,
Kage.
all right. So let me talk about Ryu for a little bit. Ryu, the Street Fighter Ryu. I mean, he's the guy you think about, right? It's because he is ultimately the main character when it comes down to it. He's the strongest of the group. He's able to overpower basically anybody who comes his way. Even the mentor characters like Akuma, if you consider him a mentor character, he eventually does overcome with powers that I can essentially describe as a Jedi mixed with even more martial arts. He has the dark side of karate, I guess, the Satsui no Hado, and the light side of karate, the power of nothingness. These abilities give him powers beyond anything that many of the characters in Street Fighter have, and we will definitely get into what those are as we talk about this, as I think Barbie's going to have a hard time not getting literally beat up and beat down. So let's go. I'm just going to talk about how he's going to beat up a lovely lady.
That's wow. We're ending on. You're just giving me one. Like already, they're like, well, all right, F for you then.
Well, okay. What's Barbie bringing to the table, Chad?
It would be easier to talk about what Barbie isn't bringing to the table. All right, let's go. Barbara Millicent Roberts, or Barbie,
Ooh.
a doll created in 1959, took the toy market by storm and quickly became a global empire. TV shows, games, books, movies, you name it, Barbie has it. She has had and excelled in over 150 professions. And not just like, she was good at it. Like in every profession that she has ever had, she is the best at it. From professional ice skater to goddess of the galaxy, you name it, Barbie's mastered it. Along her journey, she's gathered tons of magical items and powers that are going to shock you. I'm not even going to talk about them right now because we'll get there. I want to save stuff on the table. Ryu may be a powerful martial artist and can tap into some pretty insane power, but he's got nothing on the all-powerful being that is Barbie.
Okay.
10 seconds left. You got nothing else?
She was also president of the United States.
She was. Oh
Okay,
my god.
okay.
Barbie, perfect.
Hang on. All right. How are we viewing Barbie here? Like, is every doll, everything she's been in, like, canon? I don't even know how
okay,
to...
so here's what's really weird about Barbie is that she is
Miss
yes,
Barbara.
she is an actress, but in like they credit her like she's an actress in all the movies and in the appearances that she has, but she also does that stuff. It's very weird. Like,
What do you mean?
so like in the movies and stuff, instead of, because I know one of the biggest arguments you're gonna be like, does Barbie actually accomplish this stuff? And luckily there are, like, you want me to go get into this like big thing right now? So like in a lot of the movies, they do that like the Toy Story thing in the credits, right? Where they're like, what if we animate like fake bloopers, right? For like what's going on, like offset when the characters are on set, you know what I mean?
Mm.
And I won't get too much into it, but there is a thing where Barbie has powers. And in the bloopers, it's specifically shown that she like almost killed somebody with her powers. And then she's like, oh, sorry, should I tone it back next time? So even though she's credited as an
Wait.
actress and they're doing this on a film set, she still has the powers and the things that you see on screen.
Oh, she's like Shaggy from the the movie, the Scooby-Doo movie, because he only uses like what 0.01% of his powers.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
It was very strange because I was worried that was going to be the big argument. Is that like she's an actress, and with the Fall Guys thing that we don't. that
So,
really pissed
because
off me.
I know there's some movies where she has magical powers, so those are not special effects. In the Barbie universe, where she is an actress in the movie that we are watching in the real universe, those
also
are not
has
special
those powers.
effects.
Yes, somehow. Like,
She just makes those happen for the movie.
yes.
So those productions save on their VFX budget, but they have to up their like medical budget.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
Okay.
Shout out to Gelatin Man for the 20. Gelatin. Thank you again.
All right, Ano in the chat does ask, should we use composite Ryu in order to be fair? I feel like
Probably.
yes.
Probably.
Oh, okay, cool.
We'll
Yeah.
see. Let's talk.
That's
We can
good.
talk a little bit about this. Where's my Barbie sheet? Give me a second. I put together an entire 2-page Google sheet on
It
Barbie.
has
Wow,
stickers
okay.
and glitter, and it's on a pink paper.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
wish
Barbie sheet.
if I had time. Yeah, could you imagine? It's a poster board, like,
And it's like really cute.
and then the diorama.
Missed
Yeah.
opportunity.
So D's not gonna fit it. His name is D's. The name is D's. Okay, the name is D's. D's in the chat says it's not even fair. Barbara wins. I will say, I don't think it's that clear cut. I don't think it's that clear cut. I'm very curious to see what Barbie has available, but I don't think it's that clear cut.
So, she's a black belt in karate. First of all, we'll start at the base level of their martial arts. Ryu,
Sure.
no problem, right? He's top of his class.
Ryu can beat the shit out of black belts.
Yeah,
no
Barbie.
problem.
Barbie competed in karate at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. They don't ever tell
Ryu
you
would
results,
crush the Olympics.
but let's be real, she'd kill him. That one got you, Bliss?
Yeah, because I didn't know she was in the Olympics. Good for her.
Oh, she's
look,
competed in
that's
the
hard.
Olympics multiple times.
I have a feeling there's got to be dozens of Olympic Barbies.
Oh,
right?
1000%.
Yeah.
But she's also a professional. This one was a surprise to me because I do not remember this. But she's a professional fencer.
Yes, that I
and then
know.
Okay.
and then also just sword fighter in general, because it's backed up. Like there was times when she was like a pirate, and so she could fight with like has mastered multiple different blade styles. She's also
Okay.
spent a good amount of time in the military. She's been an army medic, a paratrooper, an Air Force pilot, a Thunderbirds pilot, an army officer, a Marine Corps sergeant, a Navy petty officer.
Okay. If we ever do a Barbie death battle, I've seen Barbie versus G.I. Joe request as an actual death battle before. There might actually be something to it. Okay.
Yeah, it's like this is
That's
one
fun.
woman, and I'm just like, again, over 150 professions that she has mastered. Like, girl, where do you find the time?
And she looks great for the fact that she's 64.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's killing it.
You know, I don't have much about the fashion in here, other than like she has like 1,000 different magical powers or items that allow her to change her outfit magically.
Okay. She can change her outfit magically, but what else? What does her magic allow her to do that would actually be helpful in a combat scenario? Yes, I
Well,
am
Ben.
taking this seriously.
That's yes. Well, Ben, this is probably very unsituational, so I'm going to start with this one. She can turn herself into a mermaid. So for any reason they end up in the water, she will have the upper hand. She has a magic crystal that protects her and makes her invulnerable to magic.
Okay.
She has
To
the
magic.
there's the wand of light, which this is what
makes
I love
light?
about
Is it a
like
flashlight? That sounds like a flashlight.
it is not it is a magic wand that, and you know how this writing goes for these like kids type shows. The Cloud
Mhm.
Queen, and this is from Barbie and the Magic of Pegasus. The Cloud Queen
Okay.
described it as possessing, quote, the most powerful magic of all.
But within the universe
What's that
of Barbie.
metric?
Yeah, I know. So it can break any spell or curse. It can deprive someone of their powers, no matter how powerful they are. That was specifically stated.
Okay.
I will give you this one because
Of
this is
magic
something I
power.
wanted to debate about. The wand doesn't work if it's being used in anger. So like,
What? Okay.
yeah.
What does that have to do here with this?
I want to know, like, so for example, if she were to use the wand to like save her life, like,
You're wondering if it could even be used in
if it could be used to
scenario.
kill or not. And I don't know if it can, because she tried to do it in the show to destroy this guy because he had hurt the girl who got turned into a Pegasus. Yeah, it's a thing. And
Wait,
so
Barbie tried to kill somebody?
yeah, she's yeah.
I think Barbie already has killed someone. I don't know.
I think she has a kill count.
Really?
Oh,
What's
probably.
Barbie's
Hold
kill
on,
count?
I didn't even look that up. Let me look
All
that
of
up.
her roles in the military?
Yeah,
Has
yeah.
At least.
Wait, okay, hang on. I mean,
She's probably killed
maybe in
someone.
the
Barbie
military
killed?
not kill people. Like, we don't know what she did. It also might have just been dress up. Who knows?
she served in Desert Storm, so we're gonna go ahead and say yes.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. Wow. All right. So
Anyway,
Okay.
so I've got more magical items, but that's just kicking those off.
well, I think if she tried to attack somebody with it and it didn't work, like that would apply here. So that
It was, yeah, but she was really pissed off at the time, and it specifically is about like anger, and I was like, I don't know, is that gonna
is
whatever.
Barbie gonna be zen and
Can she kill
full of peace
defensively?
when she fights somebody?
Yeah, right?
because that's what Ryu does. That's Ryu's story. Ryu figured out how to be like one with himself and at peace in order to access the power of nothingness, which is more powerful than the Satsui no Hado, which is incredibly powerful.
Oh my
in and
god,
of
Ryu
itself.
with the wand of light.
So it sounds like Ryu could actually wield the wand of light in combat, but Barbie could not.
That's very interesting. But you know what? That wand's a little bright, Ben. Wouldn't you say? Sure would help. Blizzard already knows where this is going. Sure would help if you have your own pair of Shady Rays.
Oh my god, it's a good thing I do, Chad.
You got
Do
yours
you?
too?
I
Yeah,
got
mine are right here. I just, if I put them on, it
Yeah.
shows you everything on my screen, and I don't want to spoil stuff.
Well, I got
So-
the dark ones.
This
up,
episode
guys?
is sponsored by Shady Rays. Take on the sun with gear built to last. Shady Rays has you covered for the warm weather ahead with premium polarized shades at an affordable price. Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company that offers world-class products that are just as good as an expensive pair. Plus, every pair of sunglasses is backed by lost and broken replacements. So if you lose or break your sunglasses, even on day one, they'll send you a brand new pair. No questions asked. Wear your Shady Rays with confidence because they have your back long after your purchase. There's no risk when you shop with Shady Rays. I've talked about this a bunch. I absolutely love these. They sent us 2 of them. My friend stole one immediately. I still don't know if that qualifies for me getting one back if your friend steals it. It's like I didn't technically lose it. I know where it is, but she liked it so much she stole it. So I'm holding on to these forever. I don't have any scratches on them. I've been using them pretty much daily. Also, every purchase supports the Shady Rays Impact Program, which works directly with nonprofits and their communities to empower and make adventure available for all walks of life, from childhood cancer patients to young adults with serious health conditions. Shady Rays is making a lasting impact. You all know how I feel about charity, so you get a great pair of sunglasses and you support great causes. So, just for you, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. Go to shadyrays.com, use code DBC for 50% off of 2 or more pairs of polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people. DBC, the code for 50% off 2 or more pairs. Check them out. They keep sponsoring us, so that means you guys are probably buying some. Yeah, Ben looks great. So, I had my read up. Here, you'll see like everything on my desk if I put these on, but they're rad.
Chad,
Chad,
So-
you need to clean your desk.
Yeah, I got some
Yeah.
stuff.
clean your desk and clean your monitor. It's all smudgy. Also, enough dancing around. What's the big shit? What
Oh, you
can
wanna
Barbie
get-
bring to the table? That's the
Well,
let's get
before
to
I
the
even
big
move
stuff.
on to feats, I can finish with some more items. Would you like me to talk about Barbie's Death Note?
What?
Absolutely.
Barbie possesses
What?
Barbie possesses a magical diary that only she can open. That any wish she writes into comes true.
Okay. Okay. Like what kind of wish?
Anything. It is just stated that any wish she writes into the diary comes true. So She could absolutely Death Note Ryu.
Okay,
Does
but
it
she has
have
to
any
write it.
limit? Does it
Yeah.
have any limit like the wand? Like, can she only have happy wishes?
Not that I came across.
Well, the limit sounds like she needs to write the whole wish into it. Like what's an example of a wish that she writes into it?
Oh, sorry. Actually, I don't have that. I was doing a lot of different things, but like it is
So,
specifically.
okay, assuming it is this really long sentence, she's got to be very detailed about her wish. It could take a full like 30
I'm pretty
seconds
sure
for
she
her to
could be
write
like,
down the
"I
wish,
wish for you
which
to
Ryu's
kill
just gonna
this
blow her
guy."
head off by that point. Then just kick it off, punch it to the moon. It'll be fine. No problem.
Well, I personally feel like Barbie might be a professional writer here as well, so she might be very quick at writing
That's
what
a good
she
point.
needs to.
Hold on,
How
Just
many
saying.
words per minute can
Just-
Barbie
Yeah.
write?
Oh, dude,
Barbie's
so many.
pretty quick.
Yeah. Here we go. Hold on. I'll get to that. Also, I think there were some memberships gifted. Well, let me. Hold on. There's got to be a writer.
Channel your inner Barbie as a professional writer.
Yeah,
Noah Green
Noah.
gifted 10 memberships. Thank you, Noah Green. As
Excellent.
well as Adrian X became a champion. Welcome.
Yay.
Excellent. Thank you so much. everybody.
Music teacher, school teacher, English language teacher, science teacher, sign language teacher, Spanish
Okay, that's
language
pretty
teacher.
Has Barbie been literally every teacher under the sun? Like,
No, but my favorite one that I found was the category under chef. It was like chef, and then they had to make a whole inside bullet point list of bakery chef, cookie chef, cupcake chef, dessert chef, pancake chef, pasta
Okay.
chef.
Chad,
It's-
here's what I'm hearing as you're talking about all these different jobs that Barbie's had. I'm hearing it sounds like you're talking about somebody who is very divided in what they want to do and very split in their focus. And they're a jack of all trades, master of none. And when it comes down to a fight to the death, you have to be a master at what you're going to do to make that fight count. Ryu has done nothing but wander the world and fight since he was fucking 5 or something like that. The guy has done one thing for his whole life, and he is a master of it, the best in the world. And I don't think Barbie's going to be able to compete with that with a couple kitchen knives that she was able to train to be a sous chef for one time 10 years ago and then never picked up again.
And
So-
that's what's so insane about Barbie is she actually is a master of all. Like karate Barbie, black belt in the Olympics. Like it's like
I mean, okay, the Olympics is a bit. Okay, that one's a little hard to.
Oh, it is kind of a big deal. Also, Ano S gifted 10 memberships. Thank you.
Thank you.
Who knows?
Okay.
Um,
We all know the Olympics is rigged, Chad.
It's rigged for Barbie, of course.
Exactly. I mean, look. Barbie comes up to you and is like, "I want to participate in the Olympics." Are you saying no to
Mhm.
To
freaking
the
Barbie?
president of the United States? Yeah.
Yeah, the US
it's difficult.
president.
Are you not? Yeah.
Um,
Wait, how did she become president? Did it just happen, or was
People
she
like
elected?
her.
Is there lore?
that was just like I believe that was a special like Barbie figure that they released.
Oh, so there's no story behind it. So
I
she
don't
just
think
dressed
there
up
is
as
for that one.
president.
Sometimes they have stories, sometimes they don't.
Hmm.
Let's see,
So-
what's some other fun magical items? Her pink
Is it
shoes can
possible-
teleport her to another world. Very.
Okay, teleporting
It's
shoes.
very. There's
sure,
no
so-
place like home. Click, click. She's in another
Yeah.
world.
Chad, you
Oh
haven't
god,
gone
she
where I
has.
thought you would go.
Oh yeah, no, no. She has. I'm not. There's so.
I got
much,
you,
there's
Banana
crazier
Bot.
shit.
I'm going to be talking about that stuff soon.
So she has like it's the magic royal scepter from Rockin' Royals, and it's just like the typical bullshit magic wand. The like writers don't care. It's the magic wand. So like whatever you think of, like make a rainbow, make a unicorn, like make it like just whatever, and there it
Okay.
is.
Okay.
And it can
okay.
also be used on other people, like to change, like for example, she's changed other people's outfits, so it doesn't just affect her. It is one of those like basically I think of it and then magic happens and it does it. And it has been shown to create like giant fireworks and stuff, so it can be used to create explosives.
Okay.
I was wondering where it was going. So it's just like, all right, so she can make Ryu a cute new outfit, but why does this matter?
Well, because like it's matter manipulation. Like she could be like Ryu's a puppy, like, and then Ryu would be a puppy, and it would be
Did she
cute.
do
okay.
that to somebody?
Okay.
Is that something that she did?
If okay, in a different in a different movie, the one in Barbie and the Magic of the Pegasus, it is shown that magic wands can turn people into animals. So if you wanted to translate those there. Anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but I'm hearing a lot of magic. What about fighting power?
Well,
How strong is Barbie?
let me tell you about a little thing called Barbie and Princess Power.
Okay. That sounds like it could be any Barbie movie.
It sure does, except in this one, she's Superman. So after being
Now you're going where I thought you would, because I was
Okay.
like, you're missing something super important, but
Oh, no.
no.
yeah, after being kissed by a magic butterfly, because of course, she gained the powers that allowed her to adopt her alter ego, Super Sparkle. And then
Okay.
for funsies, decided to do crime fighting. She has basically all the powers of Silver Age Superman: flight, super strength. She's said to be able to lift, quote, any object, which I think there's all sorts of just dumb shit. Oh my god! By the way, y'all, this movie is like the amount of like, it's not just like.
Did you watch it?
Parts of it as what I could, because you had to pay for it, and I didn't want to.
Liz, are you familiar with this movie?
A little bit. I'm not trying to walk in here Barbie bias, but I'm gonna sit quiet.
Well, what's so funny is it's just like, in like most superhero movies,
All
it's
right.
like, it's like,
Well, I guess
oh,
I'm not arguing for Bliz's vote here.
Yeah.
No, you still could. I just know that Barbie is also a part of the Marvel universe. So
Wait, what?
She
Marvel
is-
Universe.
Yeah.
So I actually didn't bring up any of those feats specifically. If you want to talk about it, we can. The reason I didn't is because I have this where it's actually
Okay.
her, and then the other ones is like, cause she's like played Wonder Woman, and that's and so that one I felt was maybe actress level stuff because she's playing
Yeah.
a
Wait,
character.
is she actually Wonder Woman, or is she like a Wonder Woman?
It's Barbie as
character?
Wonder Woman so like, again, I figured it was the actress thing, so I didn't dig into it a ton because I also have some other crazy shit. But anyway,
presumably because she uses magic to recreate things, she can use magic to give herself the powers of Wonder Woman. Is that what you're saying?
potentially, but
Okay.
I
Okay. Well, what are you talking about, Blizz, about Barbie and Marvel?
Oh, it's something similar to that, but also like I know like the figurines there are Barbie signature figurines. So you have Barbie as Mystique, as Dark Phoenix, as
Catwoman.
like, Catwoman.
Is Dark
as-
Phoenix? Wait, did you say Dark Phoenix?
Yeah,
she
no.
did some DC stuff too,
Barbie
sorry.
is
Okay.
Barbie is Dark Phoenix as well, and Storm as well, which is also someone super powerful. These are all just figures you can get from the Barbie
sorry.
signature
Yeah,
collection.
Yeah, she's crossed over with both Marvel and DC. So.
and DC.
I have to look this up. Barbie as Dark Phoenix, the entity that blows up like entire societies is. Oh gosh.
Oh, and I have stuff. And, like
Okay.
honestly, I have stuff to track that's absolutely possible with her power.
That is possible.
But so, but yeah, so
I
like,
wasn't expecting Barbie to be like a villain, a villain character.
oh, she's been
Okay.
everything. So yeah, so said to be able to lift any object. She has telekinesis. She has object restoration vision. Like something gets broken and she looks at it hard enough and it puts itself back together.
Back together. All right.
She's gone back in time by spinning the earth backwards fast enough. It's one of those.
Okay.
Sure. Why not?
She can stop time. So she did it by like holding the earth still. So cool.
Wait,
Because
so,
that's how it works.
so wait, when she held the earth still,
Yeah.
everything around her just
Froze
froze.
time. Yeah. It seemed like that was happening from what I was reading. And so anyway, but so she has a time stop.
Sort of. Okay.
So
long as she can grab the earth and stop it.
yeah, let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's
All right,
got
that's fine,
X-ray
that's fine.
vision, super air breath, the standard freeze breath, heat
Grumpo,
vision.
no. Grumpo, I do not think Ryu is dead at this point. Just
Yeah,
I'll get to it in just a
Ben's
second.
been way too confident in letting me go a whole bunch.
Yeah, I'm,
so like,
I'm fine. Ryu's fine. Ryu's got this.
all right. So anyway, she is basically Superman.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Mr. Mistake asks in the chat that can she beat Goku?
Honestly,
Doesn't sound like we haven't really said anything that
You think
quite puts her
so?
at that level.
I'm saving it.
And that actually is kind of interesting because if we composite Ryu, we start getting closer to Goku levels. But I think right now we do need to take a quick break and talk about one of our other sponsors for today's show, BetterHelp. Yes, the show is brought to you by BetterHelp. Getting to know yourself can be a lifelong process, especially because, hey, we're always growing and changing. And you know what can help? Therapy. Now, I know what you're thinking. Therapy is for people who have had tough moments in their lives, right? Well, think about that for a second. Has something in your life been tough or felt extremely stressing? Don't compare yourself to other people. Just this is about you. I bet you the answer is yes. I know it is for me. Jeez. Therapy is all about deepening your self awareness and understanding because sometimes we don't know what we want or why we react the way we do until we talk through things. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist who can take you on that journey of self discovery from wherever you currently are. You can learn positive coping skills, how to set boundaries, and to be the best version of yourself. So find more balance with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/cast today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/cast. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this Death Metal Cast. But I think Barbie's going to need a lot of help when she finds out just how powerful Ryu actually is. So you're talking about Ryu being part of the, or Barbie being part of the Marvel and DC universes. It's funny because if we're compositing Ryu, we bring in Marvel versus Capcom, which he's been a part
Sure.
of multiple times. We also bring in Asura's Wrath, which is
Right.
ridiculous. There are some crazy feats that I want to talk about with that. But I think first, we should talk about what's going on. Even a little bit of a tease, I know. But we do need to talk about this. I want to make sure that everybody watching this is aware of the plan for the Death Metal channel moving forward from here on out. So, as you all know, Death Metal comes back May 21st and 22nd. On the 21st, Ant-Man vs. Atom premieres for early access, and on the 22nd, it debuts for public viewing. At the same time, on May 21st, we are going to be introducing new tiers to our YouTube membership program. Basically, here's how it's going to break down. So the current $2.99 tier that we currently have is going to become something called Base Form Champion. There's no price change. That's going to stay the same. There's going to be a second tier, a $4.99 tier called the Planet Level Champion tier. So if you want to be planet level, which Ryu might be, you can be part of that tier. And then there's going to be a third tier, a $9.99 tier called Galaxy Level Champion. Now, I know that sounds like quite high, but there's a reason for that. And I'll get to kind of outline all the different tiers in just a second. And again, no pressure on non-members, just like when we, introduced this membership thing in the first place. When the Death Battle season premieres later this month, it will be released publicly, as we always have, 24 hours after early access. We're not changing the way Death Battle is released, publicly. Everything's going to work the same in that regard. So let's talk about the tiers. What are the tiers going to have? So the first tier, base form tier champion, the $2.99 tier, will get the emojis, the badges, Discord access, the live chats that it currently gets. We want to make sure we don't split the community between different tiers. This was a big thing that we talked about when we were talking about bringing in new tiers. We did not want to have different community access between different tiers, right? Because then people would be talking about different things in different channels and whatnot, and that could get all messy. So all the community access will be in this tier. So everybody in the live chat, for example, all you need is a base form champion tier to be in live chat. And also any membership content released until now will be accessible unless YouTube is finicky about it. And if it is, then I will personally go in and change that, video by video, because screw that. You should get what you paid for, right?
Yeah, everything that was able up until the price change happens, you will be able to go back historically and view.
Yes, absolutely. It better work that way, YouTube.
We'll make sure that's the case.
Yes, we will. The second tier will be planet level tier. That's the $4.99 champion tier. And the idea with this one is that this is where you get all the extra video content. Similar to how we didn't want to split up the community chatter, we also did not want to split up the video content between multiple tiers and accidentally form a rift in the community that way. So all the extra video content that we'll be making goes in this tier.
Yeah,
and
just
we're going to be doing more than we have. That's the plan.
yeah.
So,
And also,
you'll-
can I add on to that real quick, Ben?
yeah, go ahead.
That's you know, the video content, the additional content that takes extra man hours and editing and all that stuff that falls into that tier, and we're moving up to a higher category because you know, like it takes more time and money and stuff from our side, and the $2.99 plus YouTube takes their cut, so it's like it makes it a little bit more
Exactly.
beneficial.
So this is why most of our membership videos, if not like all of them, have been just behind the scenes stuff. They've been pretty simple. And as we've been saying since we started this, we want to do more, right? We want to make new shows, unique ideas, different matchups, more for you. The hope is that this tier will help us accomplish that. For example, we've talked about doing that radio play death battle idea for a while now. This could be our avenue for that. We really hope that this could lead to something like that, among many other types of show concepts and ideas. And we'd love to hear what you guys want us to do as well, because you're essentially part of the funding for it at that point, right? So you're a part of this as much as we are, and we can't do this without you all. Oh, there is one thing that is coming to this tier that I can announce. We are, and it's sort of a mix between behind the scenes and also original content, because it sort of fits in that like weird middle ground. Death Battle outtakes are coming back. We haven't had Death Battle outtakes in years, since the horrible year happened, where everybody had to go home. So it's finally coming back, and we will be releasing it using this tier. The plan is to do some sort of early access as well, because we know that a lot of people will want to see it regardless. But regardless, this will be released through this tier, and we're very excited for that. Yes, also, probably the biggest thing is planet level tier. The $4.99 tier will allow us finally to give early access to death battles. Let you have early access to death battles just like you would with first memberships. So when Ant-Man versus Adam comes out on the 21st for early access, planet level tier members will be able to see it just like they would if they were first members on Rooster Teeth. We'll be up 24 hours early for all of you in planet level and above our galaxy level tier. So we've been talking about doing this forever, right? Making sure that we could get members early access to Death Battle, and it's finally happening. So it took a while because figuring out YouTube systems is a thing, but it's finally happening. Very excited for it.
Yep.
So third and last tier, the galaxy level champion. And yes, if we ever do make another tier, I don't know if that's ever going to happen. It would probably be like a universe level or something. I don't know.
And the top echelon will be Barbie tier. Sorry.
Yes. Apparently. But galaxy level champion is the $9.99 tier, which is definitely a hike, but there's a reason for that. So it gets all perks from the previous tiers, of course, just like planet level gets the same perks from the base form tier. But it also is going to get first membership on the Rooster Teeth website. So
our engineers are wizards, and they made the API work. So yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but we're crossing websites here. You sign up for a champion to be a galaxy level champion on YouTube, and you're also a first member on Rooster Teeth. It just works, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, so you'll get all the extra Death Battle perks, extra videos, early access, and also everything on roosterteeth.com. That includes no ads on rt.com, discounts on the Rooster Teeth store, including on Death Battle merch. And there's a ton of shows there that I think you should check out. I do think there are quite a few shows that would interest you. If you haven't checked them out, I highly recommend Red Web. It is an unsolved mystery show that gets just as in-depth as Death Battle gets with characters. I think a lot of you would actually really like it. So that's Red Web. Go check it out.
You can watch Blizz there early.
Yeah, and Blizz there too.
Not Red Web, but on the website.
Check out Survive Block Island Season 2.
There you go.
Where it was my first big production.
Heck yeah. Again, and just to wrap this up, all of this starts when the season premiere episode drops on May 21st for early access.
We might roll out some of the tiers before then, potentially. But nothing changes.
But the plan, yeah,
content won't change until episode 1 of the season drops.
Yes.
And sorry guys, I know you're all excited about this debate. We're in the middle of it, but also this is just getting solidified, and we wanted to give you guys as much notice as possible. We didn't want to spring anything on you, pull any rugs out from under y'all. We appreciate you. Any support, just being here watching, we appreciate you. But if you are a champion, thank you so much. Don't feel the pressure to the upgrade, but we're just providing some more options and making it make more sense. So thank you.
More options for all of us. And yes, we very much appreciate, regardless of how you interact with us, whether you're a champion or not. Like, thank you for watching and supporting us. We literally couldn't do this without you. So we very much appreciate you. And again, like, part of the whole point of the champion program, I guess, was to create more of a connection between us and all of you, and give more options to everybody. So we're very excited for this, and we definitely see this as continuing to grow and new things coming to the channel and whatnot. It's should be really fun. But we have to get back to this community death battle. Let's get back to it.
We do, but also speaking of champions, Gelatin Man another 10, and then Kinjarex with another 10 as well. Thank you. While we were,
Oh my!
you just
gosh,
mentioned the
thank
word
you.
champions, and then they started going.
I love it. All right, community death battle. Let's go back to Ryu.
Let's go. I want to hear some stuff.
Okay, so what is Ryu bringing to the table? So, like I said, if we're going composite Ryu, we're bringing in his interactions with Marvel and Asura, even in the Street Fighter universe, Ryu is ridiculously powerful. He's able to overpower basically any character. Street Fighter 6 kind of had this whole big ending where M. Bison was supercharged, and he used the power of nothingness to basically just erase him. Like, he was just obliterated from like a soul level.
Yeah,
Ryu
they always
can
get
attack
weird with the
soul.
power of nothingness.
Yeah. So the power of nothing. So just to be clear, the Satsui no Hado is basically like rage incarnate and the power of destruction, whereas the power of nothingness is like peace
Ultimate calm.
incarnate. It's called the mindless power or something like that. But yeah, it's essentially ultimate calm and the control over the soul, and whatnot. Both of them can affect the soul. Satsui no Hado destroys the soul. Power of nothingness heals the soul, kind of thing. And also can, I think, destroy it, because that's what happens to M. Bison at the end of Street Fighter 6. So
Are you
either
talking
way,
about the good
Ryu can
light
attack the
calm
soul.
good power defeats the evil power somehow, Ben? That would be crazy.
Yes. But in addition to that, we have Asura's Wrath, where Ryu competes with the Asura at his highest forms. And in Asura's highest forms, he's able to effortlessly blow up planets and stars. Just fly around the universe, blowing up planets and stars effortlessly.
Yeah, he like knocked
Ryu can compete with
Akuma
that.
to the moon, right?
Yes. But there's also a boss. Yeah, in their fight, he knocks Akuma to the moon. They fight through space and whatnot. But this is the six-armed form of Asura fights a boss where they're flying through the galaxy or whatever, and they're just destroying stars left and right around them. So that's the level of power that Ryu is fighting on there. But that's not even the best thing I've got. You want to know the best thing I've got?
Yes.
Thanos.
I figured this
In
was
Marvel
coming.
vs.
Yeah.
Capcom, Thanos is always after the Infinity Gems, right? But in MVC Infinite, they're like, we got to get the Infinity Gems to stop Ultron Sigma or whatever from corrupting the world or whatever. Thanos is after them as well. But then he learns about a power that's stronger than the Infinity Gems. The Satsui no Hado. He specifically collects Infinity Gems to build a device that can capture the Satsui no Hado. And when he finally gets it from Ryu, he captures the Satsui no Hado from Ryu. Gamora is like, has a gun to his head, and she's like, give me the Infinity Stone, or I'm going to shoot you, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, you can have it. I don't need them anymore. I got what I came for. Satsui no Hado is all I need, baby.
Did he really make it? I didn't remember the lore. They made it so the Satsui no Hado is more powerful than the Infinity Stones.
They did. He specifically
Wow.
calls the gems pebbles. He says, I don't need these pebbles anymore. And he tosses them aside. He literally tosses it over his shoulder and teleports away to go. And the reason why he's doing this is because the Infinity Gems cannot kill death. But Satsui no Hado can kill death.
Gotcha.
That's
we
why
all know
he's doing
Thanos'
it.
thing with death and Deadpool.
Yes. At this point, he wants retribution and revenge against death. So he literally gets the Satsui no Hado to go assassinate her. And that's how his story ends in MVC Infinite. So the Satsui no Hado in a composite canon is more powerful than the Infinity Stones that can rewrite all of reality, space, time, etc. So I don't care what you're throwing at Ryu. If he just activates that, which he can do on the fly, and he does have control over, anybody's dead. Like, he's got this. There's nothing Barbie can do against that.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Okay.
But we're like sponsored.
go.
I don't like when you want to throw the. We were like sponsored out the you know what today because it's a lot of great support from our sponsors and you guys. And we've got one more to do. Ben, do you want?
Oh, okay. Another.
And then I'm gonna go with
tease,
Barbie's
another
God tier feet.
cliffhanger.
Literal God tier feet.
Another cliffhanger. Barbie's God to your feet coming soon. But first, we got to talk about HelloFresh. We got a lot of sponsors today, which is kind of crazy. But yes, this episode is sponsored by HelloFresh. Flavor is in full bloom at HelloFresh. Enjoy the taste of spring with chef-crafted recipes featuring ripe seasonal ingredients delivered right to your door. That's right. HelloFresh takes the hassle out of mealtime by delivering pre-portioned ingredients and easy-to-prepare recipes straight to you. Skip the checkout lines because HelloFresh has dinner covered. Plus, their new fast and fresh options are ready to eat in just 15 minutes or less, which is very handy. I appreciate that a lot. And of course, the cost of groceries is going way up, as is everything. And you know you're spending too much on overpriced takeout. So HelloFresh is not only a potentially cheaper option, but also a healthier option. And their quick and easy meals make feeding the whole family easy and without the high price tag. They've got all sorts of options available. I've only named a couple. There's so many to choose from. So go to hellofresh.com/cast16 and use the code CAST16, that's CAST16, for 16 free meals plus free shipping. Again, using the code CAST16 gets you 16 free meals at hellofresh.com/cast16 plus free shipping. Thanks again to HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. All right. What's Barbie got?
So let me tell you. So one, I mean, already she could stop time. She could write, literally she could stop time and just write in the book, kill this guy. I wish for this guy to be killed. Bam, dead, over, done. But
Just to address the comments in the chat, the Satsui no Hado can kill anybody. It didn't kill Goken because he used the power of nothingness, but it doesn't not. There are some people saying that it only works on evil people. That's not true.
No, it's not that it works on evil, but it does.
You need the power of nothingness to counter the Satsui no Hado. That's the only thing that counters it.
No, there's a thing about that. It's been forever. Damn it. There is a thing like if you're pure, like it won't fuck with you.
Well, that's the power of nothingness.
Well, right, yeah, but what's
That's
purer
right.
than Barbie? Come on, like anyway.
As she trained to use the power of nothingness.
She
Not
probably
the power.
could, I'll be honest.
It's coming soon to a toy
Wouldn't be
store near you.
surprised. She's a professional. I don't know. She can do anything.
She can master anything. Anyway, all right. So let me tell you about a little movie called Barbie and the Starlight Adventure.
Okay.
All of the light and power of the stars in the entire universe are dimming, and they're going to go out, and life as we know it in the universe will end. The universe will end, but there's a story of a chosen one who, if she travels to the center of the galaxy or the universe, she can save the entire universe. That chosen one, you guessed it, is Barbie. She travels to the center of the universe and does a song and dance that so basically like they wanted to try and do it with science somehow, and then they were like, no, you can't do it, you got to just believe in whatever, and the chosen one has to use their power. So they try and do it with science, and then it's like, you fucked up, all the stars from the universe are gone, everything's fucked, like the end is happening. And then Barbie just starts humming and dancing, and light starts spinning around her. Her outfit changes because, of course, she's got to look fucking fierce while she's restoring the entire fucking universe. And then she does. She literally, by singing and dancing, restores the entire universe. There's a fun calculation that based on how fast the light shooting out of her is going and she's moving up with it, it puts it at her about 1.4 quintillion times the speed of light.
Wait, why would she be faster than light if she's just dancing?
She's dancing with the light, and they show it how it goes across the here, hold on, let's see. She sends a wave across the entire universe. Universe is about 93 billion light years in diameter. The light travels across it in about 2 seconds. Yeah. and she's like dancing with.
It sounds
she's
more like she's
dancing
just
with
the
the
key
light,
to
and then it
making
goes
this
across.
work. She had to go to the center of the universe, so she couldn't just do it anywhere. She did this dance, and then the center of the universe reacted and restarted. Like, I could have a key to the most heaviest door in the world that doesn't make the key as heavy as the door. You know what I mean?
No, she just needed to be in the center of her universe for her power as the chosen one to like reach everywhere.
I don't know. Sounds like you're bullshitting me, Chad.
I'm not bullshitting you. She restored the universe. Like,
I don't know.
and here's the thing, and I'll back it up. I'll back it up because Barbie released hold on, what's it called? Where is it? Oh, I accidentally split this up. Sorry. They released the Space Goddess line of Barbie toys, okay? And this is important because there's 3 different characters in this, and they clarified that only Barbie, the goddess of the galaxy Barbie, is the only one that is the actual space deity. So we have a universe creation feat, and it is backed by a toy that designates that Barbie is an actual deity. There she is.
Whoa.
Goddess of the galaxy,
right, that's
Barbie.
That's a pretty cool fit, not
That's
gonna lie.
Dude, oh man. That would have accompanied Little Nas
It's
X
Louis
and the
Vuitton?
Met Gala
Is this what she
perfectly.
looks like in the movie?
Right?
No. This is the specific toy line that they did for the space goddesses. And I love it because they clarify that the other 2 are not goddesses. Only Goddess of the Galaxy Barbie is an actual deity.
Wow, okay.
So she is actual god of space and has recreated the universe in her image. Bow before the almighty being that is Barbie.
We're starting a Barbie cult. Is that what we're doing now?
I'm down.
Yeah.
I guess I'm down. It's fine.
Okay. I mean, that is very impressive. It is a good thing that Thanos does describe the Satsuno no Hado as something that has conquered gods and demon and death. So, still more powerful, but fine. Okay, really neat, really cool, Chad. That's great. Good job.
Y'all, let me tell you.
Wow.
When we were like, Blizz and I are talking about doing Barbie, I'm like, that'll be fun. Like, I'll find some weird shit, right? Like, some fun things. Like, I was expecting a weird, like, oh, she accidentally like leaned against a mountain and it moved for like comedic relief, right? Like weird, just dumb on. And then it's like, what the fuck? She remade the universe? Like, what?
Barbie is God. Barbie is God, and now my God.
I know, and then I was like, yeah, exactly.
All hail Barbie.
And then I was like, okay, well, clearly that is like such an outlier. There's like, she's never showed doing anything other than like the like Superman style powers and like moving planets, but that's not like the same. And then I find the goddess of the galaxy thing where they specifically state that she's a deity, and I'm just like, this is insane.
Guys, I mean, I'm just gonna say it. If the Satsui no Hado can kill gods, and you guys vote that Barbie wins this, then that makes her the most powerful god, and we all should probably join that religion.
Yes, probably.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of important
Probably.
to stick with that. Otherwise, you're going to be left behind.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Keep that in mind, everybody.
Much higher stakes for this one than I was expecting.
Yes. This
I guess
determines everyone's future beliefs.
I just joined a new religion on this channel. It's my first time here, and Death Battle Cast made me join a religion. Oh, I gotta text my boss.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think it's time to get to
Hear from the community and get the vote going,
to the
right?
end. Yes. Let's get to the first votes. But first, we got the answers from you guys that you posted before the show. So let's go ahead and bring up the first community answer.
Leo World, Ryu wins this. I watched all the classic Barbie movies several times, and Barbie might at least have an advantage in tenacity so far as it goes with her original version alone, or together with her roles as a princess, fairy, etc. But Ryu, on the other hand, learned a fighting style that strengthens a human enough to fight forces that can destroy entire islands. Oh man, we're so on a bigger scale. Plus, his aura got pure enough to withstand some of the Barbie magic that is mostly working on evil people like Laverna. There's gonna be there's gonna be one fighter left on the street, And the dinner shall be some sweet barbecue. Ooh.
Ooh, that's good.
That's good.
That's
I
pretty
like
good.
that.
That's
good.
pretty good. That's pretty good. See, Leo knows what he's talking about. Yeah.
I just love that we were just talking about it. You're like, Ryu has a power greater than the Infinity Stones. And I'm like, Barbie created a universe and could possibly be God.
Well,
and then they're
This
just
is
like,
how this goes.
blew up
sometimes.
islands.
All right. Let's go ahead and bring up the Barbie answer.
Trash Bandit says, I mean, Barbie has been a doctor, a model, an astronaut, a horse rider, computer programmer, marine biologist, an ambassador, a Marine Corps, a presidential candidate, a paleontologist, a basketball player, and that's just her dolls. That's not to mention the various fairies, mermaids, and princesses she's been throughout the years in movies. There's no way she loses to a Street Fighter.
Okay. Well, the poll is up. It is time to start getting these answers in. Let's go ahead.
I didn't
and
put that
start
poll.
this.
I want you to know I did not put that poll. I did not try and skew that.
Oh, I was gonna say
I
that's a little biased.
Let's go ahead and get to the first vote, which is the community vote from before the stream. Let's go ahead and bring that up. Okay. Wow. Very interesting numbers. So we've got 75% of the vote voting for Ryu.
I expected it because
You did?
Oh yeah, of course, dude. They didn't. Yeah, you got to do some digging to really find out how terrifying Barbie is.
No one looks into Barbie, I'm telling you. But like once you do, you find the wildest things.
Okay, well, we have one vote for Ryu already, which I was not expecting. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about this then. All right. So we're going to go through Aaron's vote, then Blizz's vote, and then the poll vote. So Aaron, what are you thinking? What are you voting for?
I don't know. It's a tricky one. It's you brought a lot more to the table than I thought either of you were going to, if I'm being honest.
Oh, if Ben and I get invested in
'Cause
one, we'll really go for it.
Yeah,
So-
right. On the one hand, Barbie's apparently God. On the other hand, apparently Ryu has powers stronger than all of the Infinity Stones. Which is not what I was expecting. But I think at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to go with my new Lord and Savior, who is Barbie.
Yes.
Apparently.
Oh,
Yes!
no, that's wrong. Come on.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I meant to talk about this. Sorry, not trying to sway the vote even more. But I was talking with Armando. I was just like, "Hey, you want to hear some wild shit?" Like, and I was just telling him about these Barbie feats, and then and I told him about the matchup, and his first response was just, "And she fucked Ken."
And that's a power in its own.
Yeah.
Should we do a Ken versus Ken in the future?
I saw some responses to
That's a
this.
good one.
Ken versus Ken.
Yeah,
I
there's
like it a
probably
lot.
some. There's
Look, have
probably
me
some
back for
wild
Ken
Ken
versus
shit.
Ken. Have me back for Ken versus Ken. I got some things to say.
Well, Liz, I mean, I think we'd love to have you back, but
Absolutely.
well, I would love to have you back if you vote for, the
Oh.
who are you voting for?
Okay,
Excuse me.
I do have a question. Has Ryu ever killed someone?
Ten.
I want to say yeah, but I can't remember.
So, I mean, he's killed Bison technically, but Bison just comes back because he's got souls and
Yeah,
satellites. Or whatever.
he has satellites that when his body dies, his soul gets transported into a satellite that will then put him into another body. That's a real Bison thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yes, if that counts.
My first
I
result
think-
from has Ryu ever killed anyone in Street Fighter is why hasn't Ryu killed Ken yet?
Oh, what? But Ryu does hold back because he wounded Sagat severely in Street Fighter 1. So
Okay.
in canon, he doesn't try. He tries not to kill people. It's not like his
Because that
thing.
makes it very difficult. Because I originally was on the side of Ryu, to be completely honest. Because we're talking about death battle here. Death. Barbie doesn't kill. She does non-lethal KOs.
Incorrect. She has been in wars, sir.
She's been in wars, but she has been a medic, not
No.
any.
She's been a fighter pilot. She's been a paratrooper. She literally
She
jumped
probably-
out of planes
she
to
probably
be
never
on the
killed
ground with a
someone.
machine gun.
She probably never killed someone. Who knows? I don't know. I've never, from my understanding of Barbie, she is a non-lethal KO person.
I will say,
So-
not to argue for Chad's
We have a death battle rule.
character. Well, in the death battle rules, sure, death doesn't, moralities are off. But according to what Chad said, if Chad is to be believed, when she had that wand, she attempted to kill somebody without second guessing herself.
Yes.
Which to me implies that she's done it before.
You know what? With that information, Ryu, I am sorry. I have to go with my god, Barbie.
Oh no.
That got me, man. That really got me.
Then I was really on your side. I was like, yeah, no, Ryu, because like that it's simple. But Barbie is a good contender here.
Yeah. Also, no, Barbie's diary death note never got debunked. Like, other than
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
if we time stop,
well,
she just writes any wish, and it comes true.
Yeah, that's the side I want to be on. If I want to be on a side, I'd rather be on the side with the Barbie death note. She's doing something.
I'm just imagining a Barbie death battle, and everybody expects it to be this like fun doll fight or whatever, and it opens with her
She just stops
grabbing
time.
the earth,
Yes.
stopping its rotation, and then writing in her diary, and then whoever she's fighting just explodes.
But I want the writing in the diary to be a cute little vlog that she does.
Yeah,
It's
Dear
like,
Diary.
Dear Diary.
Yeah, August
Muscles
17th,
bulging, veins,
2023.
like, ripping as she's like dragging the planet to a stop, and then music change, writing.
It describes her entire day in great detail, and then at the end it says, "Oh, and please delete this person from existence."
Oh my god. Oh my god. And then their head pops.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Ryu's got 1 vote. Barbie's got 2. This comes down to the chat poll. If it's a tie, our director Mike will be responsible for ending the tie. All right, we're gonna end the poll in 3, 2, 1. 0.5. 0.25.
End it. Count. Oh wait, I can do it. There we go. End.
Shoot. Barbie wins. Okay, with 56% of the vote, Barbie wins this community death battle, which does mean, I'm sorry, everybody, we are now part of the church of Barbie.
Well,
Yeah,
we just got to
Barbie.
get more members of that church that worships Gadget from Rescue Rangers.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they'd be down for joining. Yeah.
Oh, please, that's a real thing. I'm gonna send it to you.
Wait, are the
I'm sure
Barbie
they'd do that.
communities called barbarians?
Oh, they've
Sorry,
not.
that
Are
threw
they?
me.
Oh, that's great.
Are they
we
really? That's
barbarians
incredible.
That's amazing.
We're
that's
all
actually really
barbarians
fun.
now.
Welcome to the barbarians.
Barbarians?
Hell yeah, Grumpo gifted out 5 death battle memberships. I assume that's me. I
Love
assume he
it.
made a bet. Oh, Gelatin Man with 20.
Gelatin Man, oh my gosh. So not only are you all champions, but we are all also barbarians. So you know it works together. It's great.
God, I so want to change
I
one of the
love
names
it.
of the new tiers to Barbarian.
Well, again, yeah, just a reminder, the new tiers will be coming up on May 21st when the new season, or they will be available by May 21st when the new season kicks off. Ant-Man vs. Adam debuting for early access on May 21st. And if you are a planet level champion or higher, galaxy level, first member, etc., then you can see it a day early, which we are very excited about. Josh and his team have been working really hard to make this fight everything it could be and more. It is incredible. Gosh, some of the final shots are ridiculous. I'm looking forward to you guys watching Ant-Man vs. Adam. It's really fun. Blizz, thank you for coming on the show. This is amazing.
Thank you so much for having me. I've always wanted to be on Death Battle, so that I had the opportunity to do it, and it was really heckin' awesome. Could I plug something if possible?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm on Twitch, twitch.tv/Blizz, but also Rooster Teeth is going to start streaming on Twitch. Actually, it's Inside Gaming that's going to be streaming on Twitch under Rooster Teeth at twitch.tv/Rooster Teeth starting May 30th, every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 3 to 7 CST. So if you want to hang out with me, or hang out with Jack, or hang out with BK, we're all going to be there. We're all going to be doing cool stuff. So definitely come check us out and come hang out at twitch.tv/Rooster Teeth.
I might be in the chat heckling. Who knows? I've never done that to Blizz's stream
Yeah.
once ever. I promise.
That's going to be so weird, Chad, that you're going to get banned immediately. That's like so great. That's just so great.
Love it. Be sure to check that out, everybody, fellow barbarians.
Yeah.
And Blaze, no, absolutely. This is lovely. We'd love to have you back at any time.
I
Fantastic.
want to have Blizz back arguing for a character because I know that you'll throw down.
That's what we do with Kai.
Look, I'm ready. Just let me know, and I will do all the research that I need to. I have a background in research as a biochemist. Okay, so I'm ready.
Hell yeah!
You know what? Probably
Nice.
more justified than the rest of us.
I use my degree every day. It's great.
My degree's in like film stuff. I don't know how to research.
I dropped out of college to work at Screw Attack, and I'm still here.
Wait, why did we
Worked
do
out
any of this
for you then.
research, Chad? We've been frauds the whole time.
We've learned a lot, Ben.
All right. Well, go check out
right.
Blizz. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. This is a lot of fun, despite how crazy the idea is.
Newbie, what the heck? Says I'm a mod for all and I can ban Chad. Newbie, what? Why?
Thank you.
Do it. Do it.
I support this.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, Blizz, for joining us. And as always, be kind to others, be kind to yourself, be awesome, and we'll see you next week. Take care.